Distinguished guests, families, and friends. As I stated in my State of the Borough comments in January 2016, the voters cast their ballots for a change in a new direction in Raritan. Over the past year, I was blessed to work with a very productive Borough Council in forging ahead with the people's business and truly putting Raritan first. I am happy to report that our financial condition is sound, our credit rating is very good, our assessed to true valuation for tax purposes is 96%, which is excellent, and our tax rate collection is also excellent. Raritan truly is a great community with great potential. This was evident throughout the year when I personally observed borough employees, the business community, and many civic-minded residents working together to renew and improve our town. Prior to listing notable events of 2016, I want to first mention a very special award recognizing our Raritan Historical and Cultural Committee. The Somerset County Cultural and Heritage Commission selected this group to receive an award for their historic tour of Raritan informative booklets. I congratulate them for their good work for our community and thank them for preserving our rich history. The year began with our special legal counsel, DeFrancesco and Bateman, providing important background to me and my colleagues about Raritan's earlier Oprah lawsuit. The governing body analyzed and debated before it decided it was time to cut our losses and put an end to this litigation. Then came the big snowstorm in January 2016 that slowed down all of Somerset County. And I again congratulate our Public Works Department for rising to the challenge of a significant snowstorm. Members of the private sector also graciously assisted in a meaningful way. 3 residents, John Paternoster, Fred Sinagra, and Dave Esposito, worked shoulder to shoulder with our public works men to clear our downtown. These men, businessmen, donated their time and their much needed equipment from their respective companies to help Raritan. This is what I call service to your community, and I again thank you. It seems that as soon as the snow was cleared, JFM Properties came to the governing body and planning board with a proposal to invest tens of millions of dollars in our community. Wow. Redevelopment of this area will provide a major economic boost to Raritan so we can address our much needed emergency services and recreation facilities. I'd like to pause for a moment to make clear that the work of our governing body involves the coordination and cooperation of Somerset County, the state of New Jersey, members of our many boards and special committees, as well as consultants. Please keep this in mind as we together revisit some of the important initiatives and events of 2016. First, establishment of Raritan River Park. Councilman Giraldi and former Councilman Sibilia contacted me as mayor-elect at the end of 2015 to join them at a Somerset County Board of Chosen Freeholders meeting. We requested that the freeholders consider preserving the Raritan River, the riverfront in Raritan for the enjoyment of use of all Somerset County residents. Throughout 2016, we continued our effort to make this a reality and are hopeful to essentially achieve this objective this year, I guess now. Sorry. 2, Raritan Renew. The entire governing body recognized the need to renew certain properties throughout our community. 5 sites are working their way through the renewal process. The Route 202 and 2nd Avenue site, as well as the 401 Tillman site, are successfully resolved, while the so-called United Dying site, 413 Raritan Avenue and 13 Anderson Streets, are progressing, and we expect complete resolution in 2017. We will be focusing on additional sites in 2017 as we continue to improve our community. 3, return of Washington School property to Raritan. Many years ago, children of Bridgewater and Raritan were educated in schools located in Raritan. Time has progressed and the townships have grown substantially. Washington School became surplus property in the 1980s, and at that time, the school district was transferred ownership to Somerset County. Over 30 years later, Somerset County no longer requires the facility and property, are returning it back to Raritan. The governing body plans to maintain this property in public use. 4, realignment and extension of 1st Avenue and 202 Jug Handle. There were multiple meetings during the year with the Department of Transportation in Ewing to discuss extending the 1st Avenue 202 Jug Handle further north. We've made substantial progress and are now jointly focused on realigning the jug handle. And I want to especially thank Senator Doherty and Al Gaboro for making the time to join me at these meetings. And I also want to acknowledge the professionalism and openness of the New Jersey Department of Transportation staff and its consultants to our request. 5, adjusting First Avenue traffic flow. I want to thank Somerset County and especially their traffic engineering professionals who continue to collaborate with Raritan to address traffic signal timing along First Avenue. This fine-tuning effort continues, and we seek to keep traffic moving along First Avenue. 6, security enhancements during the 2006 Basilone Parade. For me, this was a very eye-opening look at our law enforcement. I am thankful for the fast thinking of our Raritan Police Department. I saw Lieutenant Nolte here before. Oh, I'm sorry. In particular, who responded to a security threat targeting Marines and Marine-related events. The department requested additional resources to better secure the parade route. Our Somerset County Sheriff's Department, led by Sheriff Frank Provenzano, provided huge support in concert with our Somerset County Prosecutor's Office, led by Mike Robertson. Their efforts in supporting Raritan Police made our community safe, and the parade was a great success. Also at this time, I want to acknowledge and thank Freeholder Director Pat Walsh and her colleagues for the design work and hopeful construction of Veterans Park in 2017. That'll be across the street from the Basilone statue. 7, improvements in Raritan's housing-related ordinances. Mid-year, a committee of citizens, landlords, and members of council was formed to evaluate our housing inspection program and housing-related ordinances. Denise Carr chaired this prolific committee that is enhancing enforcement authority and increasing fines for problem landlords, owners, and lenders. The committee also recommended a noise ordinance that the governing body has adopted. Many thanks to the people involved in this process, including Rich Wenner, our borough attorney, for crafting multiple new ordinances, and the committee's work will continue in 2017. 8, restart of historic preservation at the firehouse on Anderson Street after many years. Special thanks to the Somerset County Cultural and Heritage Commission for supporting this work, and we are now working again diligently to implement these improvements to this historic building. 9, development of plans to construct senior citizen housing. The governing body, in conjunction with the planning board, have designated a tract of land for senior housing. We are hoping for a neighborhood fit of about 10 to 20 units appropriate for senior citizens. It is a great location, and I want to congratulate the planning board and governing body on such progressive action. On behalf of the governing body, I thank the many individuals who came forward to serve on Raritan's boards and committees. With their support, our residents, employees, professionals, and colleagues at all levels of government, Raritan is poised in 2017 to further enhance its recreational, economic, and quality of life. I sincerely thank you for the opportunity to serve as mayor, and I wish you a healthy, safe, and prosperous new year, and may God continue to bless Raritan and our great country. Thank you.